The host who never left. Daniel wasn't the kind of person who believed in ghosts. He believed in bad plumbing, faulty wiring, and overactive imaginations. So when he booked a cheap countryside Airbnb for a weekend getaway, he didn't think twice about the oddly low price. The listing was simple: quiet farmhouse, private, perfect for relaxation. The photos showed a cozy, slightly old house surrounded by endless fields. No neighbors. No distractions. Perfect. The host's name was Margaret. Her messages were polite but short. Key is under the mat. Don't open the basement. Daniel laughed when he read that. Don't open the basement? Yeah, right. He arrived just before sunset. The house looked exactly like the pictures, maybe a bit older. The wood creaked under his feet as he stepped onto the porch. Wind moved through the fields, creating a low, whispering sound. Inside, the air smelled stale, like no one had been there for a long time. But everything was clean. Too clean. The kitchen counters were spotless. The bed was perfectly made. Even the bathroom mirror didn't have a single fingerprint. Daniel shrugged it off. He dropped his bag, grabbed a beer, and sat on the couch. That's when he noticed the first thing. A photograph on the wall. It showed the same house, but older. And standing in front of it was a woman. Thin, pale, smiling too wide. On the frame, a name was scratched into the wood: Margaret. That night, around 1:30 a.m., Daniel woke up. Not because of a noise. Because of silence. The kind of silence that feels wrong. He sat up in bed listening. Then he heard it. A soft creaking sound. From downstairs. Slow, deliberate. Like someone walking. Daniel froze. Maybe it's the house settling, he told himself. But then it came again. Step, step, step. Not random. Not natural. Footsteps. He grabbed his phone and turned on the flashlight. The hallway outside his room was dark. The wooden floor creaked under his weight as he stepped out. Hello? He called. No answer. He walked toward the stairs. Each step down felt heavier than the last. The living room came into view. Empty, but the front door was open. Daniel frowned. He clearly remembered locking it. He walked over slowly and shut it. That's when he heard it again. This time behind him. A faint sound. Like breathing. He turned around sharply. Nothing. Just the couch. The table. The photograph. Except the photograph was different. The woman, Margaret, was no longer alone. There was someone standing beside her now. A man. And the man looked exactly like Daniel. His stomach dropped. That's not funny, he whispered. But no one was there. That's when he remembered the message. Don't open the basement. He didn't want to. Every instinct told him to go back upstairs, lock the door, and wait until morning. But something pulled at him. Curiosity. Or something else. The basement door was in the kitchen. It was slightly open. Daniel was sure it had been closed before. The smell hit him first. Rotting. Damp. Wrong. He pushed the door open slowly. The stairs disappeared into darkness. His flashlight barely reached the bottom. Halfway down, he saw something. Scratches on the walls. Long, deep, like someone had tried to claw their way out. At the bottom, there was a room. Empty, except for one thing. A chair. And next to it, a camera. Old, dusty, still pointed at the chair. Daniel's heart was racing now. He stepped closer. The camera was still recording. He turned the screen toward himself and froze. It showed the room, but not empty. In the footage, someone was sitting in the chair. A man. Struggling. Screaming. And standing behind him was Margaret. Smiling. Daniel dropped the camera. It clattered loudly against the floor. That's when he heard the voice. Right behind him. Soft, whispering. You weren't supposed to come down here. He turned slowly and saw her, standing at the top of the stairs. Exactly like the photo. Pale, smiling. But her eyes were empty. The next morning, the house was quiet again. A new listing appeared online. Quiet farmhouse, private, perfect for relaxation. The photos were updated, now showing two people standing outside. Margaret and Daniel. The hidden camera room. Sophia booked the apartment last minute. It was in the city center, cheap, clean, perfect for a short stay. The host was responsive. Everything is ready. Make yourself at home. At first, everything seemed normal. The apartment was modern, minimal, almost too perfect. White walls. White furniture. No personal items. It didn't feel lived in. It felt staged. That night, Sophia noticed something strange. A tiny blinking red light near the smoke detector. Her heart skipped. Is that a camera? She whispered. She grabbed a chair and climbed up. It was small, hidden, definitely not part of the detector. Panic hit instantly. She started checking everywhere. Behind mirrors, inside vents, under shelves. She found 3 more. All hidden. All pointed at the bed. Her hands were shaking now. She grabbed her phone and messaged the host. What are these cameras? No response. Then her phone buzzed. A message. Not from the app. A text. Unknown number. Don't touch them. Sophia froze. Another message. I'm watching. She ran to the door. Locked. Good. Then she heard it. A soft click. From inside the wall. A panel behind the wardrobe slowly opened. And behind it, a narrow hallway. Dark, hidden. She stepped back, heart pounding. From the darkness, she heard breathing. Not her own. Then footsteps. Coming closer. Sophia ran, grabbed her bag, unlocked the door. But before she could leave, the lights went out. Complete darkness. And in that darkness, a whisper, right next to her ear. Stay, she screamed and ran out into the hallway, barefoot, shaking. Police later investigated the apartment. Behind the walls, they found a network of hidden passages. Rooms, cameras, screens. The host was never found. But the listing still appears sometimes. Different name. Same apartment. And if you look closely at the photos, you'll see something strange. In the reflection of the mirror, someone is always watching. The review that saved her life. Emily almost didn't read the reviews. The cabin looked perfect. Forest. Isolated. Peaceful. Exactly what she needed. Only one review caught her attention. It was short. Weird. Do not stay here alone. Emily rolled her eyes. Probably someone trying to be dramatic. She booked it anyway. The cabin was deep in the woods. No signal. No neighbors. Just silence. Inside it was cozy. Fireplace. Wooden furniture. Warm lighting. Everything felt normal. Until night fell. At around midnight, Emily heard something. A knock. She froze. Who would be out here? Another knock. Slower. Heavier. Hello? She called. No answer. She walked to the door. Looked through the peephole. No one there. She opened it slightly. Cold air rushed in. Then she looked down. Footprints. Right outside the door. Barefoot. Leading to the side of the cabin. Emily shut the door immediately. Locked it. Her heart was racing now. She remembered the review. Do not stay here alone. Then she heard it. A scratch. From inside the house. Not outside. Inside. From the walls. She backed away slowly. The scratching got louder. Moving. Traveling through the walls. Following her. Then it stopped. Right behind her. She turned slowly. The wall moved, just slightly. Like something was pushing against it. From the other side. Then a voice. Soft, broken. Let me out. Emily screamed and ran. She grabbed her keys and ran outside. Didn't look back. She drove all night. The next day, she called the police. They investigated the cabin. Inside the walls, they found a hidden space. And inside that space, a man. Starving. Barely alive. He had been trapped there. For weeks. Maybe longer. But here's the worst part. He wasn't the owner. He was a previous guest. And the real owner was never found. The cabin was shut down. But the listing still exists. And sometimes a new review appears. Short, simple. Don't stay here alone.